Genesis fans were disappointed earlier this year when Phil Collins announced he was leaving the band after 25 years, but Phil had long since enjoyed a hugely successful solo career, with record sales topping 70 million. Add that to his other works, and Phil Collins has sold well over 200 million records, and that's a lot of records. Now here comes his new one, Dance Into the Light. Phil Collins is here this morning for a little chat and some music. Hello, Phil.
Morning,
Always
Mark.
a pleasure to see you.
Me too.
Well, albums are like books. You open them up, and you sort of read what's going on with the author. We open up this album, what do we see? What do we hear?
Oh, a happier guy than I was a few years ago. I went through a little bit of a dark tunnel, you know. Happy before, happy now, you know. Happier now. But you know, you sometimes go to a dark place. But no, the music represents the way I feel, and I feel great. Not right now, but no, I feel great, and the music sounds that way. You know?
Well, you look great.
Thanks.
You know, we, thank you. We, the fans, always want our stars to stay right where we met them. We want them to stay in the snapshot that when we first saw them. Genesis, after 25 years, you've left. Why'd you leave?
Because it was 25 years, really.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I love doing it, but unless you make those changes in your life, you're never going to do anything else, you know? And to be honest, the projects, my projects and Genesis projects, leapfrogged each other.
Yeah.
And to do anything else, I needed to make some space, really. And, you know, apart from that, it was just 25 years. It's just I felt when I did one show with the guys, I just felt maybe the shoes don't fit anymore. And it was fine, you know, there was no bad blood at all. Yeah. Mike and Tony kind of, I think, felt that it could easily have been them saying this. It just so happened that I said it first. Yeah. But me leaving, I think, has given them a kick, you know, a new burst of energy, the same way that Peter leaving gave us a burst and Steve leaving gave us a burst. And they've got a new singer or singers, and there's a Genesis album being recorded now, and I wish them the best of luck, and I hope that the fans are open-minded, you know. Because that's the tough thing. It's just, you know, the music will be great, but it's just a question of the fans accepting whoever replaces me.
You talk about the dark period. You went through a much publicized divorce. You also left your bandmates of 25 years. Do you write better when there is pressure on you, or do you write better when you're happy-go-lucky?
No, I don't think there's any rules. You know, sometimes there's a different kind of stimulation. If you're unhappy, then I guess you will use that. Some people will use that most people will use that as a springboard. But I mean, totally the opposite was true of me this time. You know, I mean, I was really, really happy. I have a new life, but having, you know, it didn't give me much pleasure to say goodbye to my little girl. You know, I mean, at all. I mean, God, you know, I mean, I'd love to be with her, and I get on great with my ex-wife now, which is wonderful. But to be honest, you know, I couldn't have been happier when I wrote this stuff, and I think it shows. I mean, the music just is you know, different from the other stuff.
Well, that sounds like a cue for you to play a song.
I think it does.
I think it does. Phil, always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Would you sing and play?
Oh, all right.
All right. Phil Collins.
Well, it's there in the eyes of the children, and their faces smiling in the window. You can come on out, come on open my door, brush away the tears of freedom. 'Cause now we're here, there's no turning back. We have each other, we have a one voice. Hand in hand we can lay the track. Because the train is coming to carry you home. Come dance with me. Everybody comes into the light. Oh, well, everybody dance into the light. There'll be no more hiding in the shadows of fear. There'll be no more chains to hold you. Future is yours, you hold the key, and there are no walls with freedom. 'Cause now we're here, we won't go back. We are one world, we have a one voice. side by side, we are not afraid, because the train is coming to carry you home. Come dance with me. Everybody come dance into the light. Oh, come on and dance into the light. Everybody. You see the sun, well, it's a brand new day. All the laws in your hands, now use it. What's past is past, don't turn around. Brush away the cobwebs of freedom. Well, now we're here, there's no turning back. You have each other, you have a one voice. Hand in hand we can lay the track, because the train is coming to carry you home. Come dance with me. Everybody come on, dance into the light. Oh, come on, dance into the light. Everybody now. Oh, come on, dance into the light. To the light, to the light. Oh, everybody come on and dance into the light. Everybody.
Shake your hand gently, my friend. Phil Collins, always a pleasure to see you. We'll be right back.